It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop, Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with big issues. Big issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Pleasant good afternoon to each and every one of you listening to us on the radio. What's the frequency? 91.3 FM. What, do we have another frequency in the south? 91.5. 91.3 up north, 91.5 down south. Those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, and we're back on YouTube, okay? So thanks for tuning in and spending the afternoon with us. Today, Shelton is not in. He's not 100%. Nothing to be alarmed about. But he's decided to try to rest and get himself fit for tomorrow. Because I won't be in tomorrow. For those of you, I could already alert you, Meet the Minister tomorrow is going to be explosive. It's going to be hot. Because on Meet the Minister tomorrow, Friday, we shall be having the Honorable Philip J. Pierre, Prime Minister of St. Lucia. And why? On Saturday, well, you know I'm wearing my cap. It's a black one. Wear my green on Saturday. Be wearing red on Saturday. We're painting the whole of St. Lucia red. It's going to be 4 years. Now, it's not just 4 years in office, you know. It's going to be 4 years of progress. We'll be celebrating. We should have had a massive celebration on Sunday the 27th, but that has been postponed, and the Prime Minister will tell you the date of that big celebration. So we're getting ready to celebrate, and there's more to celebrate. There's a lot to celebrate. Don't let anybody fool you. I read some crap on Facebook about the government has been sleeping and did nothing. And I said, just the minimum wage alone, I mean, it's enough. But we have surpassed that. You know, we have over-delivered, if you could, say that. We came in, yes, with a plan. The manifesto is there. I have it in my bag somewhere. I can pull it up and boil you, go over it. I can tell you we have achieved so much. I wrote something just on education. I'll be writing about agriculture, health. The Minister of Health called. It's just speaking about the Cuban eye care. The only thing that has not started is giving us a little problem are the operations, the cataract surgery and stuff. But just bear in mind, just bear a little patience. Everything else will be on stream. So we have a lot to talk about in health, agriculture, tourism. I mean, the latest coming out, record-breaking carnival. I mean, I don't have the article to read it. There's something that I'm going to read. I'm going to read it in a while, Thank you, Dr. Carlton Augustine. I'm going to read your piece, because every now and then we need to be writing. And when you write, we here must, just as you do in school, when you read the stuff the students give, it motivates them. And we must motivate you, the listeners, the supporters. You mustn't leave it just for the PR people. Somebody said so in the Real Issues group. What are the PR? They are doing their business. But each one of us must be able to preach the word, spread the word, and when you have your contributions, if you don't want to do it yourself or you feel a little shy, you're not sure, send it to the Real Issues group, the WhatsApp group, or send it to me, send it to Shelton. We will take it and spread it, because that is how we convince people. I was so happy this morning. When on my usual swim, I met a gentleman and he was telling me, man, this guy told him, man, I'm basically a supporter of the United Workers' Party. But Alan, nah, no way. And he says, man, I see no reason to change Philip J. Pierre because he's doing everything right. That is what a Labour supporter said. Who is saying that? That is a UWP supporter who has seen the light. There's no reason. We are on the correct path, the right trajectory. And we must keep on that path. So today I'm going to open the lines early. Don't worry about that. We're in a celebratory mood. I came here very excited, but I stopped by my mom. She's 92, and I got a little down because, so it depressed me a bit. So I went to the barber and stuff, trying to just chill my mind. So if I'm a little subdued today, understand and forgive me. Sometimes, as a human, you try to play strong, but there are things that tug at your heartstrings and, bring you down a bit. So the visit to my mom today kind of, calmed me down a bit because, sometimes we face the inevitable. But that's okay. So today we're going to open the lines early. Why? I want you to reflect on the 4 years. I want you to reflect. I want you to call in and highlight for you. Oh, let me just say that. As I said, my mom, she's a pensioner and she collects a check from the national insurance, and I handle business for her because I'm the son who is here with her. I'm the responsible one. I take care of her bills and make sure that she's comfortable. My brother in the States, big man, yeah, he sponsors. He's the financier, basically. But other things, yeah. So I handled matters here. And I went to the NIC this morning. I did not leave here. I did not leave home to go to the NIC. I needed to go to the Ministry of Education on the matter. But since I was there and there was nobody, the line was clear, I was pleasantly surprised. It's payday, 24th, and virtually empty. So I decided, let me just profit the time that I'm there, kill two birds with one stone. And I went in. Let me know, Mr. Fana, everything is fine. And I went there. And guess what? I'm asking you to reflect, Pensioners. When people say that Philip J. Pierre is doing nothing, these are just people who are willfully blind, who are working for their money. They're being paid to spread propaganda and lies. And these lies are easily debunked. And when I went there, I saw the check and I'm like, hey, what's going on there? The minister found now, pensioners got an increase of 3.5%. So, when you heard that? Pensioners, now that was done quietly, but I have to voice it. I'm going to be loud about it. So when those naysayers and these people who are bent on spreading misinformation and disinformation, these are the people who are rejoicing about, oh, Philip JPSA is the most ready, but there's crime. As though Philip JPSA is sending people to commit crime. Pensioners, NIC pensioners received a 3.5% increase this month. You heard that? You heard that? We can add that. So when the next article I wrote, well, I don't know which one is going to be next. On that, we have to highlight that. You understand? Pensioners received a 3.5% increase. So they can buy a tank of gas and other stuff. It will make a difference. I don't care what people say. It will make a difference. It will be able to contribute towards a bill, contribute towards buying flesh, groceries. It is making a difference. Never before has that happened. But under Philip JP, he's taking care of everybody and he is putting you first. So I have to highlight that. Pensioners received an increase of 3.5% this month. That's wonderful. So the people out there wondering, yes, check your check this month. Check when you go to the bank, ask them what came in. If you don't have online banking, find out what came in this month, and you realize that there was an increase of 5. Sorry, I'm just responding to a very good guy there who was asking me for my show for tomorrow. Yes, so 3.5%, tremendous. Today, if you look, today is in July, 24th of July. It's not normally the cruise ship season, but if you look at the harbor, there's a cruise ship. Thank you. Half a loaf is never better than no bread. So some of the taxi drivers will make some change. Well, not change. Will make some dollars, US dollars. You understand? The vendors will make some money, right? Thank you. And this morning, I didn't save it, but it's somewhere. I mean, I can get it. I don't want to read the whole article because I'm going to read something from Carlton in a while, and then we're going to talk a little, and then we're going to open the lines, and I want you to reflect on the achievements of the government. Now, you might help me, because I am putting a series of articles. I have started with part 1 on education, a series of articles together. So as you send it in and as you call our record for posterity, because we are going into the election year, 26, that's Friday, Saturday. You tell me where you're going to spend your anniversary. In which constituency. Are you inviting me down to Vieux Fort? I'll come. If, gas permits, I'll come. You understand? So pensioners be happy. A 37% increase in visitors for Carnival. Jacqueline, you're a Carnivalist, right? You're a Bacchanal. What band you jumped in this year? Zuvo. Oh, I have Zuvo. They gave a nice package, man. Just for fun and Zuvo, I were top notch. They were top notch. In terms of what the revelers got. So Zuvo, I'm not a Bacchanalist. I'm not a Carnivalist. I am not any of the Avalists. All I could tell you is this. I enjoy it. I watch it from when I can. If I'm not sleeping, I watch what's going on. I like Old Mass. To me, Old Mass is the heart of the carnival season, because to me, Old Mass is Kaiso by other means, and that's tremendous. I read a little crap. I like Karen. Apologies, but like you, I began to read this nonsense on Facebook, and after the first few lines, but you summed it up well for me. The government paying people to write Kaiso, so the opposition paying people to commit crime. If you have to take it to the logical conclusion. If you have to develop the argument. So if the government is paying for songwriters and calypsonians to sing in their favor, we can also conclude that the opposition might be paying people to commit crime. We must stop this nonsense, This is not critical thinking. The calypsonians reflect the prevailing view, the prevailing attitude, what's happening in the society. And if there's not crap to sing about, they can't sing about crap. Because as the UWP person said, Philip J. Pierre is doing everything right. But the only thing you could talk about is crime, and he's not sending anybody to commit crime. They are singing what they see, what they feel, what they understand. So you're going to say, well, put links on the pensioners? Or the Philip J. Pierre caring about pensioners? That doesn't make sense. You know, in the history, this is the first time that we are seeing a government who is just spreading the money, spreading the wealth among the people. And we don't have much. We don't have oil, we don't have gold, we don't have bauxite, we don't have diamonds, etc. But the little we have, he is spreading it among the people. So what do you want the Californians to do? Manufacture issues like they do on some other talk shows? There are no issues to manufacture. We don't manufacture things. They sing what they see and what they feel. So if the government is paying people to sing positive things, the opposition might be paying people to commit crime. I'm not saying that. I'm just, to me that's logical. If one is paying, you know, I met T.C. Brown in the barber shop. He was in the barber shop and I had to call him T.C. Red. And I said, but T.C., you know, I threw that in and say, but Gasson, you paying? And T.C. Brown was straight up. He said, Gasson, you don't know what crap people talking. You know, people sing what they feel. And they are reflected, that, you know, that is what that is beating on. That is what has them kerfuffled, discombobulated. They don't understand that. The government is in power for 4 years and they are still very popular because they have not yet set a foot wrong. I mean, if they had done that, we'd be all over them. I mean, when Bingo sang, 2 prime ministers, Kenny and Tony, Gasa, I hated that song. That used to hurt me. Every time I heard that song on the radio, Gasa, I didn't like that at all. I would like to tell you. I did not like that. I did not like that. You know, 2 prime ministers, Gasa, I never liked that song. I hated that song. Because to me, that has given us a lot of licks. My eyeballs hurting me. They just come to take my l'argent. You understand? So when they were singing that, what you're saying? What? The fellas are singing what they know. And TC he was in the barbershop just after me to cut his hair. And I threw that on him there. And he was like, bro, you're on Papi Show. You understand? We sing what we feel. So I didn't want to go on Calypso today. Oh, Brother Vaughn wanted me to make a correction because on this program we have to be factual. I did say Power Soca was because of the Light and Power Company in Trinidad. He says no, it's the Power Mints. You know that little sweetie thing? So let me correct that. They got that from Power Mints. But we should not be saying Power because Party Monarch. So we copying everything and we just, fellas, we copying fellas' name. So get back to Party Monarch. It's not Power Soca. No power companies sponsoring our Soca Monarch. So it's Party Monarch, okay? So Brother Vaughn, I've made the correction. Thank you very much. I wanted to read yesterday, but the lotto came on and stuff. So, record tourist arrival. I read something by Travis Wicks today. He was saying when he came on the Cal flight, there were so many people. He went to Grosley and a lot of visitors. I know the opposition, they don't want to hear that. But it's for your country, man. Be happy. And listen, we are breaking records at a time when a lot of American visitors are afraid to travel. They wanted to come. Some of them had already booked their flights a year in advance. But you know what happened? Some of them, you could leave the States, go back on a plane, but you're not sure when you reach back on American soil whether you'll be allowed back in the country. And some of them did not want to take that risk. So far as if that hindrance was not there, we broke records already, but the numbers would have been through the roof. Couldn't get a car to rent. Drinks at certain places finished. There's a place where you go I go for my pudding and my pork on a Saturday, and the fellows are saying, boy, the vendors there, some of them will be there all free for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. By 11 o'clock, they were done. Why? The visitors came and they bought everything. Economic activity, a boost to the economy. So Ernest Hilaire, Honorable Ernest Hilaire and your team, what's it at? Whatever, I forgot who do that. Great stuff, man. The organization, great. Your marketing, great. Things flowed. And so, we are reaping the benefits. And of course, let me tell you something. If you continue like that next year, we had to talk to Mr. Trump and then ease up the pressure. Let the people travel, man. You know, don't be so mean. You know, take it easy. So instead of 24,000 visitors for a weekend, man, that is, we had to bring back Mercury Beach. Because Mercury Beach was, you understand? 37% increase. Tremendous, man. Tremendous stuff. So, if next year things cool out, you could imagine. I hear some Oceans complaining about they cannot attend certain fetes. And the economy will support what the economy can support. So those of you who want a cheaper fete, come together and organize something so we can cater to all needs. But let me tell you something. People in this to make money. It's a business. So some people, Carnival is your thing. So tell courts, courts just give you money, ready finance. And the other thing, take your money for your year, your $10,000 to enjoy your Carnival, and pay it back. If you know well, you make sure you pay it back. Some fellas is jazz. I know some fellas, that's all they do. Save their money for jazz. Or they take their loan for jazz. Man, that's how you want to enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. One life to live and then you die. You understand? So, don't hate on people who are enjoying themselves, And the Bamba Mall is there to stay. It's iconic like the Pitons. We have the Pitons on the Bamba Mall. People came just for that. That's a marketing tool, You understand? There's nothing, the Bamba Mall in itself is not bad. I mean, people get on there. But most of them, what I saw was tasteful. I mean, they're going to shake. That's Carnival. The Bacchanal. You know how it is. Just move with the times, man. So, we good. We're good on that. So, Honorable Ernest Hilaire and your team, I'm trying to remember the name of the team, that they put on the shows. It eludes me now. But that's great, man. So, let's move with the times. Cruise ship in the harbor today. 24,000 visitors for Carnival. The vendors made money. The A&B people made some money. I mean, the hotels made money. The guest houses made money. The car rental people made money. I mean, a lot of people made a lot of money. Boost to the economy. Can't complain. Now, that boosts the economy. You're going to feel it because Philip J. Pierre is a man whose heart is a heart of compassion. And somebody just told me they went to NIC and they're very satisfied with the increase. I did not know they were giving an increase. I followed the budget, But, with time you forget things. So we have to remind ourselves. And so, the pensioners, I mean, I've never seen a man like that who, I don't understand why he loves pensioners so. So NIC gave an increase. And I understand government pensioners don't dig nothing. In November, you're getting $600. That is what the Prime Minister said. And he's a man of his word. When he says he's going to do something, he does it. So you will be taken care of too. So you'll get your money to buy in advance to buy your ham and your turkey for Christmas, and your tank of gas that he continues to subsidize. He continues to subsidize. I heard people crying, the gas high. But of course, gas high. But you have to cross-subsidize. You have to think about the less fortunate, those who cannot afford. You understand? So those of us who can't afford a bit, bear a little brunt so that the single mother, if two or three or four children, we cannot expect her. We do not want her to pay $60 for a tank of gas. Come on. We don't want her to pay $60 for a tank. So there's cross-subsidization. So we are subsidizing. So, sometimes those of us who could take it, we take one for the team. Boop. We take one for the team, man. So the others among us would not suffer too much. So imagine a single mother with 4 children go in and buy a tank of gas for $63. I mean, come on, man. That's more hardship in the country. So when people are just trying to score political points, what are you going to do? Yeah, we know somebody says, if they do it, they'll not die. That's not our philosophy. That's not how we operate. We think of the greater good. We think of making sure that everybody can eat a food, as people say. There must be a certain standard of living, and that is why the minimum wage, livable wage, was implemented. There are what people say, there's going to be a UWP minimum wage. Nonsense. That's not how things operate. There's a scientific way to do it. So when people come and tell you, what should be the UWP? I mean, there's a word I want to use, but I'm on television, and I do not want to spoil your afternoon, and I do not want you all to tell Mr. McDowell put me out of the station. Trust me, boy, that ain't good. So, the Honorable Philip J. Pierre, we want to thank you. I'm doing that on behalf of my mom, who's a pensioner, 92 years, not healthy. She has me a little depressed today. I'll get over it. Thank you on her behalf, so I can buy something else for her. Her birthday is coming up on Monday. I'll be able to order a nice little cake and spend a little time with her on Sunday afternoon. Make sure that she's all right and comfortable. So thank you for the extra few dollars, the 3.5%. You understand? Make her a little more, comfy. For those who, you get your thing, you'll be able to buy, understand. You have already removed VAT and zero-rated 70 items. 70 items. Why? So, as you correctly says, we can't control the cost, what comes in, but the price on the shelf must be 12.5% less. And you did not threaten the retailers. You asked them to cooperate. Pass on the savings to the people, please. Because if you pass on the savings, you'll sell more. You understand? So 70 items was VAT exempt and zero rated. You understand? My word. I mean, you have to be knighted, You have to be knighted, because the kind of things that you are doing is only a man who goes to church regularly, a man who is in tune and who has that relation and that connection to the Most High, who could think of doing that. And as you tell people, you still pay a mortgage. You're not stealing the people's money. You are accountable. You don't have millions building condos at Hill 20 or at Moshi. Not your style. You don't have that. You collect your salary and you live within your means. But you are there to ensure, just as Ibrahim Traore, you understand? Thomas Sankara, in that kind of spirit that you're in, you're ensuring that the people, it's not champagne. Yeah, those who can afford champagne, fine. But it is potable water for all. At least we all can drink from the well. We all can eat from the pie. And that is what you're about. Bread, freedom, and justice. That is what you're about. That is the philosophy of the St. Lucia Labour Party. And that is what we are seeing. So people rally. And you hear Shelton say that all the time. You have a leader we have a leader we can trust. A leader who understands, who reads the tea leaves, and is not going to lead us astray. So some of us want to jump the gun and we are hasty and relax, take it easy. We've seen what he's doing, and I told you what the guy told me this morning. He said, yeah, UWB, but he has no need, he cannot see a reason to change Philip J. Pierre, because the man is doing everything right. But you've seen it. So those who say he's not doing anything, I have a thing I say, you make me laugh. That's what they do. They make me laugh. Because willfully blind. Of course, I mean the little money that whoever is paying you, you have to show them that you're there. But nothing you say they can hold. The opposition, you can't hold. Nothing holds. Because we can see. We can see with our eyes. We can feel when the pensioners go to NIC this month, they are getting a 3.5% increase. In November, when the pensioners go to the bank, they'll see an extra $600 on the levy that they're getting. You understand? So, when you say they're nothing, those people who are working in the shops for $300 and $400, now your basic is $1,140. In some cases, more than 100%. You tell these people that Philip J. Pierre has done nothing? Who are you trying to fool? Yourself. And when these fellas go around, Titus and Free, ask them the question that the people at Armandale ask free. How could an intelligent man like you submit to Shastri? And the response, I said, let's not go there. Because there is no defense for that. How do you explain that? A man who did nothing in 6 years. Nothing in 6 years. Except to give our monies to foreigners, people looking like him. That's all he did. He did nothing for you. I want you, during the course that I'm here, to submit to me, anybody, what this guy did for the average St. Lucian. You destroyed custody suites. You defunded St. Lucia National Trust. You gave our vaccine monies unlawfully to a cement factory guy. You had to pay range development almost $40 million. Not so? Kenny Anthony had to buy it back. What you did, you sidelined our civil servants. You disrespected them, and you gave $50 million to a firm headed by somebody looking like you. $50 million to prepare our budget. I mean, that in itself is a crime, you know. You understand? You took the laptops from children. My word, my word. You couldn't pay the civil servants the back pay. You were willing to pay them in bonds because what? The country is broke. We have no money. And COVID made it worse. After you borrowed 500 million, you know, you boasted up. Man, I borrowed 500 million. When the guy said, what? Yes, you know, you cock yourself on the side. I borrowed 500 million. But the country is broke. We have no money. And this guy, Tommy, you'll figure, what's his name? His surname was your chief economic advisor. You know, you're telling people don't move. You'll give them $1 million. You have no money to pay civil servants. You tell them, let's take the money in bonds. Bonds? Now, civil servants could have done that, you know, if you were not wasting the money. But we saw what you are doing. You are spendthrift. You are just throwing our money away. So we tell you, no, we're not doing that. Put your house in order. If you want us to assist you. But you are not assisting us. You are not giving us anything. And instead of funding the police, you remove the trade in vote. And worse, you're raising balls. You're having balls. And a lot of St. Lucians going to fight class. Because they go to sandals, you know, ball and thing. I used to see some of them posing for this. Oh, I'm going to and what are you wearing? You know, on Facebook, they're cutting style fighting class. That was shameful, man. You know, you have to use our taxpayers' money to fund the police. I realize, Jacqueline, we're due for a break, so let's take the break powered by Blue Waters. And when you come back, I'll read this by Augustine, Dr. Augustine, Carlton Augustine, and I open the lines for you to reflect on the goodness of Philip J. Pierre.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosile Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene, vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with big issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Thanks for staying with us, the real issues. Thank you for your time. Thanks for allowing me into your living rooms, into your vehicles, wherever you are, listening. I'm thankful. Now, a number of people are messaging me and say, oh yeah, they're so thankful for the increase. I was not even aware that although I followed the budget debate and I knew one was coming, as he says, it's pegged to cost of living index, I think. Yeah, he will explain that tomorrow. It came as a surprise and I was like, hey, what's going on here? So that was a nice increase. So let's thank him. Yes, he must be knighted. He must be knighted. So Philip J. Pierre. I know he might not want that and stuff because he'll tell you he's earning a salary for what he's doing. You elected him as his general. Yeah, you know. His opponent, I understood last night, was in a program saying, no kind of magic. You're the, what? People used to come from Soufre and when they're missing money, he used to pay for them. In a year, you'd have spent $5,000 helping to clear barrels of people. Just cause that. Oh, you're fooling into that. Let's go into other thing. Mr. Carlton Augustine, let's put that up. Back to regular programming. I don't think that was the title, but I copied it like that. And every now and then I see a nice piece that I think ought to be highlighted. And Mr. Augustine, Dr. Carlton Augustine, you frame that beautifully. You understand? And you must remind people that, and I have to remind you, when this guy went to Almondale, people, if you hear me pronounce that, L, forgive me, man, life is short. Almondale. Those linguistic people, those linguists, come on. You're making people bite up their tongue for nothing. Why are you submitting to Alan Shastney, a man who has no degree in economics? I need to see it. Per has been relentlessly asking for that because, anyway, let's leave that alone. Why are you submitting to a man who doesn't have a clue? Who admitted that he was a failure as a minister of finance? Country is broke. We have no money. I'll play that at some point. Not today. How? And your response was, Gasa, let's not go there. What do you mean, let's not go there? Your leader is not good. You know your leader is not good. But you want to sell into us? But we're not going to vote for you. Why? Because a vote for you is a vote for Shastney. Dr. Carlton Augustine, A vote for any of the UWP candidates or caretakers is a vote. But Shelton, Dr. Augustine, you're right. And we need to circulate that and keep that. You remind people of that. Because what? Later on, I'll show you why you must not vote for this man. Because everything this man has done, he has burned to the ground. A vote for him, a vote for Shasta is a vote against, when you vote UWP, when you vote that side, you're voting against basic subsidies on goods, Because he has told you so. Why? He's in an interview talking about why you're going to subsidize rice, flour, and sugar. So you're not going to do that. You're going to vote against yourself? You're going to vote against the minimum wage? Betty Rell said that. I mean, in one breath he's saying it's not the thing. It's too low. And another fellow says, well, it's not high enough. They are confused. Don't vote for confusion. Dr. Augustine, you're right. If you do that, they're going to defund the National Trust. Janine does not speak to me. Janine left my party, and since you left my party, I cannot support her. It's within my purview, but I make her the head, and I'm not going to do that because I can. You heard the arrogance? Because I can. She's qualified. She met the criteria. But you're not going to do it because you're going to victimize her because you can. People be very careful. You don't like Tool C. Tool C is more solution than you. Tool C has helped more solutions than you ever will be, ever will. He took the laptops. So when you put that side back there, they're taking that, Oh, there'll be no laptops, this curriculum. I don't know what a curriculum here is. We have the tip. The curriculum here, when he was asked about that, we're not going to give laptops this curriculum here. Oh, I've asked the Minister of Education to give me a school in the cloud. Why? Because my children are in Canada and they're in the cloud. So give me one in the cloud so I can decide. Magic to sell it. People, you have short memories. We have to remind you all of everything. Everything. We're not regressing. No recrudescence. The distress fund, the man telling poor people, you see, he cannot relate. He was born with a golden spoon. Everything his father gave him. So he doesn't know what it is to be hungry. So he's telling people with plywood houses who could barely afford, go to and find insurance. You took away the distress fund. Wicked man. Heartless. You took that away. A little support that they had, you took it. Every social program, step, nice, proud, home caregiver, you took it away. And what you did? T.R. King, Ernst & Young, the guy who planted grass, Lockerbie, people who look like you were just giving and fritting away our money, wastage. But what else for the solutions you took away because we don't deserve it. And you want to come back? You're voting against the parental care for Yeah, you're gonna see. Yeah. You know what you have to say about single mothers. You're just like your grandmothers. You're the insult. The grandmothers 2 and 3, and they're just like their mothers and grandmothers. You heard him? A white man, saying that. Yeah, I can say white man because he called himself a white man. He says, this is what the white man did. And you heard what he says, his hotel is for white people. So I don't know why you're still going to eat there. It's not for y'all. He says he built his hotel for white people. So don't invite me to go to anything there. I'm not going. On principle. Because I'm black. I'm proud. They'll stop the youth economy. Shelton, I don't think you had that there. I have to say it. That youth economy going like that. Because you see, it's a brainchild of Philip J. Pierre. So he cannot be doing that. That's gone. So when they come to you, ask them. Yeah, they'll tell you they'll keep it. That's what they will say. That's what he said about Nicey. He says, well, I'll make Nice better. I'll put toilets for you all by the road. Where? So you fell for that. And when he came, he stopped it. What did Spider say? The guy that's always napping. I kid you not. He says, 90% of these people there were SLP. They were not solutions. They are not solutions. They were as though SLP people are not solutions. They are not citizens. And he scrapped it. He fired everybody. Everybody. And that's what you're going to vote for. So they came with nice words. So when you ask them, are you going to stop it? You're not going to say, no, we're going to use CIP. That's what Stephen said. We're going to use the CIP money to pay the pensioners. CIP that you tagged up with a fraudster to try to kill. You have it in court to stop an injunction. You think we're stupid? We're not. You know? Good. Theo Akin coming back, eh? And you know what Theo Akin said? You'll have to ask for permission to come to Vieux Fort. That's what he said in a press conference. I will allow you all. That's what he said. In my country, a foreigner telling me he'll allow me time. Bon Dieu. Man, did that not sink in? A foreigner that we gave lands in Vieux Fort saying he's going to allow us. Allow me to tread in any part of my country? So there's apartheid in St. Lucia now? But that is what people will play it, we'll remind you all of what. We cannot forget that. Put that back up. Let me see. It's okay, I can read. Carlton, Dr. Carlton. A vote against the no referendum. Is referendum what I was saying? No phililum, no CPJ. The healthcare for the free health. Well, you know the IKEA thing going because that man doesn't like Cuba. He doesn't like Venezuela. He likes the Lima group. I know what the Lima group. Up to now, I can't wrap my head around that. So you know the Cuban IKEA thing going, the Cuban IKEA program going, and Venezuela he kicking them out. He treated the Venezuelan ambassador like a dog. I'm saying it like that. Like a dog, you know. Con chien. Because he had no regard for her. I can tell you that, you know. I know. The only thing I tell you, huh? The only thing I say out of my head. And those of you who think he paid facilities fees, your parents there, you all are there jumping and clapping when he says it's nonsense. And have children at secondary school. See if he'll pay facilities fees for y'all. You'll have to find it. And the schools will squeeze you all in Form 5. Tell you all, if you all want to graduate, you'll have to pay every cent. But he'll squeeze you all because you'll not pay it. You know what he says? You all can afford. That's what he told the fishermen. I'm not giving you all any subsidy because you're using the roads. Imagine that. Your facilities fee is gone, eh? And you think he paid 4 CXs for you all? For what? This man of value us as educators. He wants us to be able to be bar boys and mixologists. How you call these fellas who serve in the bar, in the hotel? That's all, you know, servants and waitresses. That's what he wants. He sees St. Lucia as a hotel and all of y'all are just subservient. That's what he says. You think he'll pay 4 CXs for y'all? Or one graduate per household? All of that gone. So when you all sit down there on Sunday in your Sunday funnies and you're like clapping against yourself, that's what you're doing, you know. You will go and vote against yourselves because you'll have to find money to pay CXC, find money for facilities fees, etc. Because he's taking that away. Laptops, because what you going to say? E-books. And we're going to be spending $2 million, up to $3 million in license fees for material that does not meet our standards. Because you heard them say that already. That's where they're going back. That's where they're going. That's where they're going. So when these fellas come and they canvassing and the thing, ask them the hard questions. Ask them the hard questions. Why is that you are subservient to this guy who has already said, he has already confessed that he's a failure as a finance minister. He's a failure. That's not me saying it. He was on TV. Country's broke. The country has no more money. And COVID made it worse. And he left all the bills for Philip J. Pierre. You know, Philip J. Pierre doesn't talk. He just paid the bills. He left all the bills. And you have to ask yourself, you borrowed so much money, $500 million. You got grants, soft loans. Where did that money go? You got money for income support, and you are not able to pay income support to people who lost their jobs, laid off during the COVID. Thank God for Isaac Anthony, who has a heart of gold. You know, he's a Christian. And he says, nah, man, he can't let the people suffer. Not Tsunami, huh? Tsunami is a ridiculous fella. He gave Cabot our lands for free. Almost for free. And NIC stepped in. And Isaac Anthony says, no, man, that's my partner. He says, no, we have to. Because a politician who had money for income support. Yeah, you think people will give us money to give people money? If they don't eat, they will not die. This is how this fellow thought. And my partner Doof, I have to call you out. You said the farmers cannot manage $1,500. Cheese on bread, man. Japan, I'm getting ready to open the lines because now I want you to concentrate. It's going to be 4 years. Forgive me if I have slouch, the chair doesn't feel too comfortable today. We had 4 years of good governance. We have fixed up the deputy speaker issue, we fixed up everything, That's what Philip J.P. I told you already, he's the restorer. Go to Joel 2:24. He's the restorer. Everything that these fellows stole, the cankerworm has eaten, he has come to restore. And he's restoring the pensioners, the teachers, the farmers, the fisher folk. He's restoring. The fisher folk is getting a rebate on gas. The farmers, they have oil for free. They got water tanks for free. They're getting fertilizer for free. You understand? The children of our country, laptops for free. Facilities fees paid. For CXCs paid. So a child with 7 subjects, you only have to figure free. You know what I mean? Bursary to assist with getting things. And I understand it's a book bursary program going on now. So people who really cannot afford books, they can get books. I see them lined up at the RC Boys Primary and the other centers. And I see the advertisements from the parliamentary representatives telling people where to go. You understand? All of these things will vanish and disappear because you know why? You know why? Frederick told you what they were, The Edeco government, these fellows were helping themselves. They were helping themselves a lot, So some of them can be building condos. And go drive around the country, you'll see. Fixing up, mother-in-law house and putting it apartments. Drive around the country, you'll see. On a salary of $12,000. How that happening? You understand? But we have come to make it right. We are righting every wrong. And trust me, when you sit down on a Sunday, people, don't be mindless. Yeah, I know the hack said, okay. When you clap for crap, that's what you're doing. You're clapping for crap. You're clapping against yourself. You are getting ready to vote against yourself. I vote for Shasta, taking every benefit under you. And then you'll cry because it's not good. You have seen how he operates. Everything is for people looking like him. Not for you. He doesn't, you're not in his claws. Let us open the lines, Shelton. What's the numbers? Like Shelton, I have not committed that to memory because I just joined Shelton. If you write that for me, or you send it to me for WhatsApp so I can tell you what numbers to call. We're taking it early there, I had a video to play, but I'll leave that alone. Stop! Yes. Thank you, my comrade. The Blind Welfare Association, you're stopping the subvention to the Blind Welfare Association? People, who does that? The Blind Welfare Association. The last time I went, that's where I went to check my eyes, because when I realized that happened, they charged me $80. They give me my prescription, and I went, oh, the call's coming in. Let me call it. The WhatsApp number, 487, no, you missing nothing there. 453-3911, the WhatsApp number, I think missing a digit there. You have 758-487-849, that's 6, missing one. All right, so you're going to stop that? So that money you stop, where it went to? Because there's a line item, but you ain't get to them. So I went to the Blind Welfare Association, I got my eyes checked, very nice. It was very thorough. I made a Cuban there, very thorough. I was actually afraid, because when so many tests I had to do there, so I have to pay. They gave me my thing, I paid my money, and thank you, Jesus. Support them, because Shas, they're going to... Let's take that call. Call is on. Good afternoon, caller.
Brother Terry, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Terry.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I want to say that some 4 years ago, I stood outside the Marshall School early morning, drink a little tea on my stomach during the COVID time.
Yeah.
And the rain was coming down.
Mm-hmm.
And persons shed their umbrellas together.
Yes.
Because there was a cause and there was a purpose.
Yeah.
And I stayed there. And I voted for Philip J.P., Honorable Philip J.P.
Right.
And so many other solutions around the island. And I must say that I have absolutely no regrets.
That's right.
Voting for Philip J.P.
None.
I must say that the level of representation representation that he has given to us on the local stage, the regional stage, and on the international stage, that Philip JP have made us proud.
Right.
And the only persons who criticize him are detractors. Philip JP have been doing a very good job as a leader. He have never brought our country into disrepute. And every action that he has done for the country, he means well. Philip JP has taken this country from into the abyss. Philip JP has taken this country from the shit. St. Lucia was in a shithole. St. Lucia was broke and broken. And Philip JP and his administration brought some light. He able to put St. Lucia on the map. And from time Philip JP have been the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, is only good things that have been happening in this country. You look in the area of sports, it's just gold medal we get in. Gold medal we get in. And if we don't get gold, we get in silver.
That's right.
You look at in the area of health, we are on the verge of opening St. Jude Hospital. And we're going to march, we're going to dance, and we're going to sing that song. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy
Hallelujah.
day.
And Philip JP in agriculture, farmers get thanked. In education,
Everything.
Every area, in every sector of this country, Philip JP has done well.
So where will you be on Saturday? Which constituency are you going to be in celebrating?
Most likely in his
In where?
Most likely is in Cashews East.
How you mean? But that's where you're
Well, yeah,
from.
most likely is.
So we're going to be in Cashews East.
Yeah.
Make sure
We
you
have
wear
no
red.
regrets.
And that
no
is it. We're going to
regrets voting
shell
for
down the
Labour.
place, man.
Yeah.
Merriment.
Stand up.
Merriment in
Red
celebration.
and ready. And as Lord help me say,
All right.
watch your bread and stay red.
Stay right. that's the
I
series
like that,
of
you know.
articles coming out there. All right. Thank you for
I like
calling.
that.
Next caller.
Yeah, man.
You have another caller?
All the best.
Not yet. Yeah. So folks, yeah, imagine that you stop the subvention to the Blind Welfare Association. People don't understand that. You're telling the fishermen you're not going to help them because they're using the roads. This fella's going out. Anyway, let's go. Next caller. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I see you miss your comrade in arms there.
Yes, I
hope
miss
he's
my
not
comrade
sick or
there today,
anything. I
but-
missed the program.
Yes.
I just came late. But I was viewing the outline on what was the fellow named
Dr.
Carlton
Augustine.
Augustine has done there.
Yes.
All patriotic St. Lucians
Right.
and enthusiastic and other members of the followers of the Labour Party should compliment Dr. Carlton Augustine for the manner in which he have outlined the achievements
Yes.
of the government of the St. Lucia Labour Party under leadership of Philip JP. I
Yes.
believe what he has outlined here, we must really preserve it or conserve it
That's right.
for when the really campaign comes in, to remind people of that.
That's right.
Because in politics, I believe we have the tendency of forgetting things very fast.
Very quickly.
And I see the kind of aggression, I don't know if it's of aggression, but it's a thing which I have depicted from the UWP and the persons who look to prescribe and aspire to be members of a government or UWP, if that really happens there, compared to what Dr. Carlton Augustine have outlined in terms of what people should look for of what the government of the SLP under Phil JP have achieved,
Yes.
I think is what we call it, the Arctic Circle as opposed to the Antarctic Circle.
That's right.
Because these issues here are very important issues that really touch the lives of the ordinary St. Lucians, and people don't realize that.
Yes.
When you speak of people, sometimes they tell you, oh, kisa. People talk of frivolous issues of not seeing candidates and them kind of things there.
Yes.
I don't understand how our political thinking really should transcend to little things like that. So we need to compliment. I don't know the comrade. I've never seen him. I know of his efforts and things so, but we really need, as St. Lucians and Labour Party people and St. Lucians generally, to compliment the outline that he has put there. And going forward, we need to conserve these things to remind voters when the time comes of these issues. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you for calling, brother. Thank you. Spot on. We have another caller? Okay, what I think we'll do now, we'll take the break, and then we come back to the call. So powered by Blue Waters, we're going to break, and then we're going to resume with our calls.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosile Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene, vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Thanks for staying with us, the real issues. I mean, I know we have a caller, but I even forgot to say the most, revolutionary thing now with the farmers just last last week it was, Friday last week, they launched the insurance scheme. The Prime Minister has invested $1 million in insurance so that the farmers who are affected, the banana and plantain farmers, you'll have something coming in the event that there's a catastrophe or a weather event. My word. And you're telling me you're going to, on a Sunday day when the fellas talking crap, clap for crap. Clap against yourself. Let's take this caller. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the line. Well, thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Yeah, I'm so happy I got the call.
Yes, sir.
I got the line. Yes, my brother, I need to add my voice to the debate. Wonderful program as usual. I have always said, and I think we all can agree, I can show you what you mean to me by my works, right?
Yes.
I can show you I like you, I love you, I have your interest at heart by my work, right?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, I can show you that you don't mean anything to me by my work and what I do with you or for you, right?
Right.
And this is what that past administration has done. Mm-hmm. And like Mr. Dimac said, we have to keep that in the ears of the populace and remind them, and also in the ears of the last administration, and remind them of the things that they did. Mm-hmm. And the most important thing we have to highlight to the populace and those people that are clapping against themselves are the effects of the actions or the non-actions that the past administration took. And I need to mention a few that really hit home, that speaks to what these people see us as, look and how they look upon us. The Larry Sus Health Center in Dennery, the Larry Sus Health Center in the Mabia Valley, that was a project where monies were already approved for, and all that had to happen was for the hospital to be built, for the health center to be built. The administration came in there year after year after year and did not build that health center. What are those actions saying?
Yes.
That these people did not care about us.
Correct.
They don't care about our health. They don't care about the senior citizens that had to walk and take a bus and hire a taxi all over the valley to get medical services, something we all agree that's a basic human right. These actions show that past administration did not care about our health, and lo and behold, they want to get into power again, they care about our health. Everything now you have to hate, health. They care about the poor people. Ridiculous. Your actions show that you did not care about us. Lo and behold, you cannot now care about us.
That's right.
For me to hear that the past administration defunded the blind school, like you said, Mr. Fenelon, who does that?
Who does that?
In my mind, this is demonic, this is criminal, this is hatred. This shows that the people just do not care about the welfare and the health of people with disabilities in St. Lucia and people who are visually impaired. Your actions showed it.
That's right.
By defunding the blind school, your actions show that you don't give a damn about people with those type of issues. So lo and behold, you cannot come and show me you love me and all the talk now is about poor people.
Poor people.
The other one that hit me is that the defunding of Julian Alfred.
The
defunding of Julian Alfred. Which administration would stop a mega $150 to a budding athlete who is now our Olympian champion, who in the right mind, who with a heart, who with a soul, would defend that, my brother?
Yes.
Your actions have shown that you do not care about the poor people, you don't care about the talent, you don't care about the welfare, you don't care about what they become on the world stage, you don't care about the benefit that their actions on the world stage will bring to St. Lucia. And like you see, there are people, and these are the things that we run the risk of running again if I know they cannot come into power, but if they come, these are the things that they will defund again, And there are people clapping against themselves at those rallies. All they talk about now is crime. But you all were the ones who stopped the police station in Groselet. The monies were approved for that already. You all never believe 5+ years you all named it, and now crime. Your actions show that you don't give a damn about crime. You stop the training vote to the police. Who does that, Mr. Fenelon? Who does that?
Alan Shastley.
You stop St. George. Guy himself said if we can't open St. George, we don't deserve to be in trouble. We have to remind them of that. So when you hear them on the radio day in, day out talking rubbish, it's to fool the people as to forget those things. And we have to keep it current. We have to remind them of it. We have to know that. We have to let them know that we are not stupid like some white people who would elect a certain person in power again to come and do more havoc on our backs. We're not as stupid as them.
Yes,
we will remind them of those things. We will educate the people about the effects of those things.
Yes.
Right? And keep putting it out there, my brother. If they can every day, day in, day out, Sunday after Sunday, go there, go in on the airways, manufacture lies, give half truths, which in my mind is a whole truth, right? Be economical is the truth, and just lie, right? We have to continue saying, bringing up those things and reminding of those things.
Thank you.
Many millions to prepare our budget, my brother.
Thank
and
you
our civil servants have to go back and prepare it.
We have
this
to be,
is just
we have to
crazy.
push it
Their actions are so
passionately
that
as
they
you're
don't
doing there.
care. They don't love us. They don't care about our welfare. They don't care about criminal justice. They don't care about health. They don't care about jack shit apart from the pocket and all the rentals all over the place that they can get for their mother, father, brother, and sister. My brother, thank you for the call.
Let's
We
take a
will
private
keep it
Babu.
current.
Endless condos at Moshi, endless condos there.
Yes.
Salary of
And lo and behold, you all care about the poor people. You mean to tell me the man that's going up for cash is there against
we have another call, caller.
Honorable
We got you. Let's take the other call. Thank you very much. All right. Let's have the other call. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Brother Felena.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Well, I had to call this afternoon because I met a blind. As a matter of fact, I went to a blind person's home.
Yeah.
And he was discussing the many things which our esteemed Prime Minister has done. A blind person.
Yeah.
Is saying that this Philip J. Pierre administration has done a lot.
Right.
And he said to me that he can see, a blind man telling me that he has seen. If there are people with their eyes, their two eyes, and cannot see and cannot hear the things that Philip J. Pierre has said, what would we do?
Mm-hmm.
So when the person said so, to me, I said I must give a call.
Thank you.
However, brother, no, that's not the end of my... I have to say something. Brother Felino, I'm calling from the Sozel constituency.
All right.
And on Saturday, we are having a little get-together to celebrate our 4th year of
good governance,
winning the election, of good governance, at the Lafayette playing field. So I'm asking everyone to come and enjoy the good time, to take the line and make things look happy for us in Sozel, because in Sozel this time around, no more Bradley.
Yeah, with the increase that the pensioners have got there, we can put a little gas in the car and come down. Yes. Yeah,
come down to Sozel. So at 3 o'clock on Saturday, you can come down there and enjoy ourselves to make Labour feel great again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think we have another call, Jaquan. Okay, they cut off there. But yes, when you think you're going to cut off the funding, a little subvention, the little caca down to the Blind Welfare Association, then you cut off. Let's take the call. Good afternoon, caller. Thanks for calling the Real Issues. Yes, caller?
Yes, caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Caller. Good afternoon, sir. First of all, putting the crime, you know the time the ex-prime minister said you're going to open war. You're going to open war now. That's war on who? Well, we all can see who the war is doing now. You know, secondly, he said you must get angry, and you can see where the angriness is coming from. So the desperation of the UWP will never see the day of light.
Yeah, desperation.
It will never see the day of light, I can tell you that. Because based on the campaign that's going on there, like the last time I heard, Mr. Guy Joseph is coming down on King. But they forget they're the one that sabotaged King in the UWP, and they kick him out for Chastner, you know. And they call him all kind of name snake, all kind of thing. They're the snake, because they're the one that kick him out. Even Gregor Bott was making fun of King. So I tell King, Mr. King, hang in there. He's an honorable politician, not like Guy Joseph. There were so many accusations against Guy Joseph, and I have not heard nothing, no accusation against Mr. King. So Mr. King is very honorable. You know, he's honorable, a lot more honorable than guys.
All of them?
Yes, all of them, sorry. Now, the other thing, don't forget, Mr. Yobara once said that Shasne is starting from the top. I don't know if you want to start from the bottom now, if you want to come in power to start from the bottom up. But Yobara said he's starting from the top, so he's big people first, and then if there's anything left, it's for the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing again, I heard that guy last night saying about Masha, but don't forget the Bello doctrine. He said now they didn't do nothing for the boulevard and so on. But they forget whenever they're in power, they don't do nothing for Masha. They want to take all the everything from Masha, you know. So I don't understand where he's going, because they themselves have nothing from Masha.
That's right.
So we cannot complain about Masha.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
All right. We have another call? But imagine, let me put that in context. You stop the Larry Soos Health Center. You stop the Cuban eye care program. You defunded the Blind Welfare Association. You stabbed the St. Lucia National Trust of Funds. My God, my God. And people are clapping on a Sunday against themselves. Let's have the caller. Welcome for calling the Real Issues. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Terry.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. We give thanks to Philip J. Pierre for that bill that was recently passed. The bill of succession.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that if persons inherited from their parents less than 5,000, or at 5,000 you had to see a lawyer, maybe the lawyer would take maybe half of that. But now you can acquire up to 40,000.
Yeah.
All you need is a bill of administration from the registrar of the court, and no lawyers involved. That's a very good
thing.
Bill by our government. Another one is the Crown lands. If you acquire in that land for 30 years or more, and you could prove that, they will give you possession of that land and documents to prove that that land belongs to you. And I would also thank him for investing so much in our young people.
Right.
And the persons that are saying that Philip J. Pierre has done nothing, it is because they have a yellow blanket over their eyes, and they are following a so-called leader that is leading them to demonstrate against even what is in their favor.
That's right.
And a lot of our people, they love instant gratification and can easily be fooled by pigmentation credentials. So I believe Philip J. Pierre has proved himself, and he has nothing to be afraid of. Thank you.
Somebody just reminded me the destruction of Radio St. Lucia. And not just Radio St. Lucia, the archives. My God, the history, the patrimony, what that held for us. I'll come back to that. Yes. Thanks for calling the Real Issues caller.
Hi, Terry.
Yes, sir.
Terry, I heard some of your callers talking about, health issues and how the previous administration bungled our health issues so badly. And how this Philip J. Pierre administration is now dealing with all of those issues, taking care of all of those issues. But one issue that hasn't yet been mentioned, the OKEU. Terry, remember we got a grant, not a loan,
A grant.
We got a grant. That was the biggest grant the EU had ever given to any Caribbean island. The biggest to build the OKEU hospital. And the previous administration was forming the fool with that, taking how much time to get this thing done.
Yes.
And in fact, even after they got it done, they brought in people from the
Cayman City?
Cayman City,
yeah,
to manage the transfer of Victoria Hospital to the OKEU when we had our own nationals, our own professionals, our own health experts.
At $1 million a month.
Exactly. Who could have done that even better than the Cayman people? In fact, they made a mess of it. Because our nurses, our doctors, they were telling them they had to reapply.
Yeah, they were fired basically.
Yes, fired. And they had to reapply. And as a result of that, a number of our nurses left,
yes,
and went to the US, they went to England. So we lost a number of our trained nurses because of that foolishness. And if you can recall, there was a press conference. He held a press conference. And one of the reporters there was Janika Simon.
And he had to answer her?
Okay, EU.
He had to answer her?
When he listened, he just said to the other reporters, any other questions? So he just ignored her on that. But when, if you can recall too,
yes,
when the representative from the EU came in, because
he had to answer her?
Yes, because there were concerns from the EU about that OKEU hospital, and when the man came there was another press conference, and looking at the man's face, you could see the man was visibly annoyed with what was going on. And then Shasney, of course, had to answer all.
Oh, Andrew, apparently, are you still there? Okay, Andrew, sorry, I think you pressed something on your end. You feel free to call back. Yeah, but these are the things, you know. You after you got a grant for the Larry Sussex, you did nothing. You took it out. You never attended to it. You understand? You brought in Cayman Health City at $1 million a month when our people could have done that. December, you don't like our people, you know. You don't like our people because you fired. Basically, you sidelined our civil servants. You said they can't prepare a budget. And you brought in people looking like you. $50 million to prepare the budget. $50 million you gave away. That's how you were. You know, $8,000 a night in a hotel. You know, you're spraying on our money. Yes, let's take this call. It might be Andrew again. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
All right. No, we're not. You're a little low. I don't know. Something is not right. Wait, Andrew, apparently the line you have there now, we're not hearing. Oh, that's what Andrew. Well, the caller, I think there's a problem on your end. Okay, a little better now.
Hello?
Okay, yes, we're hearing you
now.
Hello? Yes, hello, go ahead now. Hello, we're hearing you. Go ahead. Because apparently you listen to us on your device. Listen through the phone. Do we have another call? So we have all of these issues. And Augustine, Dr. Carlton Augustine, you started cataloging it. The rest of you must do that. Send it to us. We'll highlight it, we'll put it together, and we'll circulate it. Because this becoming to, we have to remind the people, especially those who sit in the Sunday funnies and clap it against themselves. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Welcome. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
What I would like to know about the audit report Guy Joseph did about the St. Jude Hospital.
Yes.
I would like to know about the audit report that St. Jude Hospital.
Okay, I'm not a minister. I don't have it with me, but maybe you could call tonight. I think Richard Frederick will be on tonight with Brother Fridges.
Yeah, and another thing I want to stress.
Go ahead.
That, you know, if the government could maybe pass a bill about land for landlord and tenants. Because if you rent in a spot from somebody for over 60 years, and if the person is offering to buy it and they're selling it at a high price, I want the government to see about that.
Yeah, well, we'll have the Minister of Housing tonight. Maybe he can address that. He can take some time to address that. Okay? Thanks for calling. You have another call? Okay, no other call. So, as you catalog and you remind us of those things, we have to highlight that. Because we must not make... So when these fellas like Titus and Frivry and Tommy Descat, they go wrong, you have to ask them these questions. Put it to them. Tommy was the chief economic advisor, you know. He was there. He presided over all of these failed economic policies of the Alan Shastri administration. We have a call. Welcome. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Alan Shastri stopped our Human Resource Center.
Where?
In Vieux-Fort.
In Vieux-Fort.
And for that, you have to stay in a position.
Yes, the administrative center, you mean?
Or run.
The administrative center.
All right.
Imagine that.
The administrative, yeah.
Yes. So in Vieux-Fort and the people in the south, you could go for your vehicle license, your ID card, your passport, your birth certificate. All of these services, the Kenny Anthony administration, we were decentralizing government, the services of government, you know.
Yes.
That would have made life easy for people in the south. But this guy, he's like a bull in a China shop. He just come and he demolished that. And what you put Wasco? Who goes to Wasco to pay bills anymore? We pay bills at Shopee. And 20 million dollars for this one trust
for the rest of his life.
Oh, yes.
Never see Parliament. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. We must remind the people of that. Yes, go ahead. The fallen highway too, you know.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Hello.
Yes, hello. I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
I think that's something we have to remind the public of. You all have spoken about it.
Say that again.
You remember when Sir John Compton had resigned?
Go ahead.
And then Michael Shelton and them wanted to go for election, and they called him back to help them. Remember that?
Not really, but go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead, continue.
But you remember when Compton had to come back to help this fellow to win the election?
Oh, you mean Compton? Yes, he had to come back.
He came back.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And then remember they won. And then when he fell sick and he came back and he died, they had the Super 8. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then he died.
Yes.
Now when he died, they said they were going to make a monument or whatever, in his memory. They collected money, they spent the whole 5 years collecting money for the monument which was done. And then when they lost the election, when Kenny Anthony came back, he found the monument wherever, somewhere. And he was the one that had to put it up.
Yeah.
Imagine that the Labour Party had to put up the monument under John Compton for them. Think of how the lady was feeling when she sat down there, his wife and all of them, seeing that the Labour Party they have to go on her husband for them.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
If you love your party like that, why let that happen? You were the one supposed to put up that monument there, not Labour Party.
Yeah.
You turn against John Compton, the one guy Joseph from your Super 8 and so on.
Yes.
You have to remind the people about that, these things.
We are doing that.
You
have to remind
the
Dominic
people about
Fede that
these
he has
things.
money for an ambulance for Canaries. Dominic Fede. The ambulance, I hope when you open the fire station in Canaries, you come with the ambulance that you collected money for. You collected a lot of money, you said. You had a thing at Harbour Club and stuff. So we want to know, we want to see the ambulance come in Canaries. Last call. Jaquan has told me it's the last call, so let's take this call. Thank you, caller, for calling the Real Issues.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Let me tell you, there's not much time, okay? Saturday, we're readying up the place.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody is Red Saturday.
Red Saturday.
Sunday, Vieux-Fort South from 9:30 a.m. We shall be outside of the parliamentary office.
Right.
Celebrating our 4th year of this victory and the 6th star general victory since he's in Parliament. Make sure Vieux-Fort South, the address is New Dock Road, St. Paul's Lane.
It's a line. There. It's a line.
Bye-bye.
Right. So
yes,
don't forget.
Right.
Yeah, don't forget tomorrow on my other show, the Prime Minister will be in to talk about 4 years of good governance, our achievements. Yeah, I said that like a trainee. Achievements. Yeah, we're going to celebrate that. We're going to paint the whole of St. Lucia red on Saturday. You understand? And on Sunday, all roads lead to Vieux-Fort. Take a line. And, it's just a line. It's just a line. Canaries, you're doing your thing. Castries South, you're doing your thing. Castries East, well, that's my constituency. we're doing our thing. Well, I ain't ready, but I know I'm going to be there. Going to have a fire malt or something. Grocery, I see, baby, you're advertising, baby. Starbatch, I saw something there for you, Denry, etc. So, we pretty hold 4 years of good governance, and we must begin to highlight the achievements of our party and of our government. I think the lotto is coming on. I still have a minute. It's almost there. So tomorrow, well, Shelton will be in. You know where I'll be. I'll be at the other end. Your Prime Minister will be with me, and we'll be talking about the achievements of our party. So have a good one. Please keep safe. Until we meet again, adios.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is.
The winning numbers for the midday draw of Thursday, 24th July 2025 were Double Daily Grand, 12, 17, 18, 21. Big 4, 9, 7, 8, 8. Big for Multi-X FP. Pick 2, 1, 8. Pick 2 Multi-X 5X. 1 off 3, 9, 0. Lucky 3, 4, 8, 9. Lucky 3 Multi-X FP.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back.